Good evening, everyone. Hi, welcome to my channel. I would like to talk to you today about equally important things. As always, they are going to be obviously to do with some energetic discrepancies or unevennesses, because that is what it is going on right now. Okay, I just want you to know that there is a magnificent aura around every person. Okay, and those auras, they hold certain energy, they hold certain frequency of energy, and you are a multidimensional being. Okay, you are a person who holds the energetic field. It's surrounded, it consists of also energetic field around your physical body. Okay, and that energetic field around you is your emotional body. So everything that you are experiencing during the day will manifest itself as an emotion, because that's energy in motion, right, within your physical body. That's why you're going to feel it. So the more you feed it with positive things, the better you're going to feel. Okay, and I'm not only talking about food, I'm not talking about drinking water or about just going for walks and stuff. Okay, it is important so that you also think certain way and are certain way. Okay, so your way of being is very important here. Your quality of being is really important here. The quality of your being needs to be very high in order for you to feel good, right? And how can you feel good? You have to rest, okay? And you have to do things, think things, and have things that make you feel good, okay? And that's how your quality being of your being is rising. So, for example, paying attention to what kind of space you surround yourself with, or people, or what words you're using, what thoughts you have, what beliefs you hold, and so on and so on. Okay, the most important, and yesterday I was talking about beliefs. It was about the intentions. Okay, the intention is basically something that you want to believe in the future, right? That's why the energies are so strong right now, because a lot of people are starting to wake up to a different reality, understanding that there is more than this matrix that we live in, right? Okay, so that this is not the grid. This is not this field right now that we are in. This thing that we think that we are living in, that social media or just like mainstream media are telling us that this is how it is obviously only a part of everything that is going on. And the best way to start, if you've just woken up and you know that there is more than this, there's more to everything that you believe so far, and you can't really hack how, but you sort of sense that there is more, and you sense that there should be more done to your being in order for you to evolve. Okay, because this is what we're doing right now, we evolving. This is an evolution of humans. Okay, evolution of our way of thinking, just sort of dropping the shackles, dropping all the wrong beliefs about the world. Sometimes they've been even passed on to us for generations, for even hundreds or even thousands of years, that we've been like sort of in this little bubble thinking that this is it. Okay, but this isn't it. There is a lot more to it, and what you want to do is to start understanding this step by step, because it's difficult. Okay, it's difficult, and there are laws that are ruling the whole process. Okay, and for you to learn those laws and apply them in everyday life, it's going to make it easy for you to become a person you want to become. Okay, now, because a lot of people are waking up, a lot of people, they starting to sort of set intentions, right? So they want to evolve as quickly, maybe not as quickly, because it's just a whole process that is worth being a part of, rather than just trying to raise yourself. And that's a really 3D sort of approach, okay, to chase each other, like, or to chase ourselves. like, oh, I have to quickly evolve. Like, no, you can only evolve really slowly, and everything will happen for you slowly. So you have to be very patient and learn to be patient. So your affirmation number one, your intention is just like, I am a patient person, right? Or I have a lot of patience, or I always patiently and curiously wait for the events to unfold in front of me or whatever. So these are the good intentions to have, and these are the good goals to have. If you want to evolve in a nice, calm, peaceful way where you have no pressure, okay, because the only person that you can put pressure on is yourself and your family. Because if you are not if you think in your head that you are not evolving quick enough, then obviously you're just going to be impatient with yourself, and everybody around you is going to suffer. Okay, this is a very delicate process. You are changing into a different person, into a different being. Okay, you are changing your the whole of you. Okay, the whole of you is changing. So the energy is changing around you. So your DNA is changing, your energy field is changing, your beliefs are changing, and everything that is in you is also changing. So you need to remember to be patient with yourself, because that is a very good process to have, like to be a part of. And you need to become compassionate towards yourself, because no one's ever experienced stuff like that until now. Okay, and yeah, maybe in the past like one person here and there, but now it's going on, this is all going on in a massive on a massive scale. And that is amazing, and the external world is showing everything to us. Okay, so that's why it's so important to go inwards and ask yourself questions. What do I really need to be, or what do I really need to have, or what do I really need to become right now? Because who do I really want to become right now, or want to become, or need to become, or should become, in my opinion, right? In order for me to make it easy for myself. Because it's so important for you guys to understand that if you know, from the knowingness that you have inside of you is so you can't get wrong with it. It will never, it's just like, that's it, that's it, the answer is clear. And there is no but, oh no, what about this, or no, maybe this, or no, I should do this and stuff. No. Okay, if the answer is outright, like if you ask a question and you just think, what do I need to be, or how should I be right now, and you get the answer, that's the answer. Okay, and that's what you intend on. So for example, you just get called, you literally get called by your inner voice, by your heart, or however you call it. It's just like your intuition, right? And it's going more and more powerful. And if you don't hear that voice, if you don't have that inner voice telling you and giving you answers, then the intention should be, I hear my intention. I hear my intentions clearly. I hear my voice clearly. My inner voice is speaking to me clearly. I know exactly what to do. I know who I am. I know what I want. I know I always go for what I want, blah, blah, blah. All these things, they need to be a number one as well on your list. Okay. Just thinking about what I was dreaming about yesterday for some reason. Can't concentrate. I'm just spaced out for the last couple of days. Completely spaced out. I don't know what's going on. But it's leading to a good place. Emotionally and physically and mentally and spiritually as well, which is brilliant. So what I wanted to say to you guys today, what is, for example, the number one intention for me is not going to be a number one intention for you. That's why it's so important to make a list of things that you just really want to ask yourself. What do I need right now? That should be a number one question to you, to yourself, every day in the morning. What do I need to focus on today? What is important to me today? And once you hear this, you go for it, right? So for example, if your answer is, I need some rest, then go and have some fucking rest. Okay, because that means that you need a rest. Okay, if that means that I need to go outside and breathe fresh air and calm down and be spaced, have some space away from people, away from everything, away from phones and so on, then this is it. That's what you need. If there could be any answer, okay, depending on what your needs are, you're gonna get the answer. So ask this question to yourself just to prove to yourself, and listen for the answer. Okay, it might not come straight away in the same second, but it will come to you. Okay, so just sit down with yourself one in the morning, give yourself 5 minutes with the coffee, and say like, okay, what do I need to concentrate on really today? What's the most important for me today? Okay, and it might be talk to a friend about a problem that you have together, or it could be like, or just go for a walk and relax a little bit, or go and exercise. Okay, it could be just start thinking about applying some healthy habits in your life, because it could be about, even, I don't know, drinking a little bit more water a day, during the day, right? Looking after your body a little bit, or looking after what you, or just switch off the telly, right? Or read a book instead of, or read something instead of watching something, or it could be anything. Okay, it could be anything. You just need to find out what it is. And but your behaviors and your feelings will always show you the way to what you really need in your process of changing, in your process of evolving. Because if you think to yourself, what kind of person was I 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 years ago? Then and you see the changes, even if you don't really see the change in your environment, because you might be thinking, well, my life has not changed because I live in the same place. I just see the same people. I just work in the same shitty job or whatever, whatever. But you didn't know that it's so important to make that step towards the intention, and the intention should be repeated every day so that it just sinks in your head. Okay, and the intentions should always be in the form of a statement, as if they already happened. So for example, I am I live in my dream house, right? Or I have my dream job, or I earn this much and this much money, or I am super healthy, I'm super fit, blah, blah, blah. So your subconscious mind can have something to feed on, okay? Because this is the positive thinking that people want to apply, okay? You can think positively when you have a shitty situation that you have to encounter, okay? And that is 100% undeniable. Okay, how can I be a positive thinker when there is a drama going on in my life? Okay, but there is a drama going on in your life, so you have a full right to be sad, you have a full right to be angry, you have a full right to be confused, or not knowing what to do, or not even knowing who you are. But that doesn't change the fact that you are the only person who can change that situation. Okay, and what can you do to change that situation? Set an intention, right? So set intentions for the day, and do this the opposite to the situation that you're finding yourself in that is so difficult for you, right? So if you're losing a job, the intention is just like, that is okay, because yes, it is sad, or I'm facing and losing my job, but that's okay, because I already know that I am there on the line somewhere, doing the job that I really love, right? Okay, and I'm working in my dream job. I've got a dream job, and you set that intention as if it already happened for you. Okay, so your subconscious mind can probably can finally somehow feed on something positive, right? Because it's not good for you just to dwell on the situation that is going on right now. The more energy and focus you're going to give this, that's why if someone says to me that they have divided attention, then that is not even possible. Okay, there is no such thing as dividing attention, because the attention can flow in one direction only. Okay, you can only just divide you can only direct your attention to one thing at the time, or one person at a time. So you can either listen to someone or look at your phone, which is fucking rude, by the way, if you look at your phone when somebody's talking to you. And but things like this happened to me recently, and I was like, so rude. But I just like sort of ignored it, because obviously that's who I am. But what I mean is, here, you need to remember that your attention is always going to is powerful right now. The energies are powerful right now. Your auras are powerful right now. So whatever you are going to set your attention on, direct your attention towards, you will create more of it. Okay. So if you're creating, so pay attention to what you're creating, because if you're thinking about something, you're creating it. Okay. Whether you like it or not, you're creating 24/7. And because we are mainly doing it very unconsciously, looking at things every day, we creating the same thing all the time because we never actually think about anything else. So for example, you sit on an old sofa like me and I never think about a new sofa. Then I still have this old sofa thinking like, oh, I have a shitty sofa, but it never occurred to me until now, actually, now to speak about it. Yeah, I could have a new sofa, but I would have to just like really make an effort and think about a new sofa every day and be consistent about it, and then obviously will materialize itself sooner or later in reality. But just remember to set the intentions that are important. Okay, and the number one intention is that you know what you want, right? So that is the number one intention, is that I think that the last time I said that you are a free person, because only when you are a free person and you take full responsibility for your life, you can then realize what you really want. Okay, because you are responsible for the whole of your being. Therefore you are the decision maker, and therefore you are the one who decides what is the whole process, what the whole process of evolving, of your evolution of your whole of being and your consciousness within itself. What is it going to need on that very moment, right? I mean, there were hundreds and thousands of intentions that I've already like said, and probably about, I don't know, maybe a third of it is it's already here, and that is so amazing because the process is fast once you focus on it, and then you can't possibly just let your mind make your mind be always focus on something that you really want to be focused on all the time. You will have to be present 24 hours a day, right? Which is not possible because you are not present during your sleep. And during the day, your mind will always wander away from you. So you need to train it into thinking about the things that you really want to think about, right? Because if you don't train your brain, you don't train your mind, because the mind doesn't have anything to do with brain. If you don't train your mind, it will do its thing, right? It will do its own thing. It's just going to be like a fucking yo-yo, like, you know, like a little ball. Those little ball, I don't know whether they're made of those trees that are very bouncy, and then if you just throw it, it will just bounce against every ceiling, and forever will be just out of control. This is your mind that you have not trained, okay, into thinking about the things that you want to think about. You need to think about the things that you really want to think about, and you know that this is exactly what you want to think about. So what do you want to think about today? What do you need in your life to manifest, right? Or in your life to happen, so that you finally feel at ease, so you finally can breathe, so you can be free, so you can be happy, so you can be peaceful, so you can feel safe, so you can feel like everything's working out for you, right? All those intentions, they need to be set first, okay? Then when you set them, and then you set them long enough, like every day, or listen to them every day, or write them down every day, then and only then can you actually just start thinking about like, oh, actually, right, I just remember this is what's happening right now. It's the opposite of what I really want. What can I do to become more and more of that person? What can I do to be more free? What can I do to be more calm? What can I do to be more patient? What can I do to have more money? What can I do to have more of this, or just feel like I have more time, or I have more energy, or I have more motivation and stuff like that. Okay, so the intentions are endless. These are little goals, these are little dreams of yours, because you really want to dream like fucking massive giant dreams across every area of your life. Okay, those who don't do it, they're either just like completely unconscious people who live purposeless life, or lazy, right? Because that's what it is. You just If you don't intend on the best for yourself and your family, and I'm not speaking about material things straight away, although why not, of course, if you can afford it, that's amazing. But if this is something that you lack in, but I can seriously doubt, if you lack in time, if you lack energy, if you lack motivation, then you definitely lack in money as well, because that's all connected. Okay, and what I want to do here is change the whole process, right? So that everything occurs in abundance for us. Okay, and everything feels like we are in abundance. Like, you always feel like you're abundant across all life areas. So you have abundance of time, abundance of energy, abundance of motivation, abundance of money, abundance of health, right? Friends, family, I don't know, love, right? Love. That's I should have probably said that as a first thing. Mm. Mm. Abundance of beer. God, because beer is very good. So that's what it is. It's just so simple. It's just set your intention every day, okay? Like, I have enough time, like, for everything I want to do, right? I always have enough energy. I always get up in the morning motivated and empowered so that I can get on with my things. Everything in my life happens to me the way I want to be happening. Everything in my life is always working out for me. All the situations in my life always work in my favor, right? These things, they'll help you to achieve what you want to achieve, okay? And you can free yourself from the old patterns, but just looking at what your life looks like right now, and things about you complain about right now and bother you about you right now. So, for example, that you are impatient, or you haven't got enough money, or things, or you are unhealthy in any area. Stop concentrating on these things. Just start concentrating on the things you can do. Maybe not you can, but sometimes you can't do anything about the situation because you are confused and the situation is overwhelming. And that's fine. If it's really heavy, really difficult, then hold compassion for yourself, and it's just like, right, I'm in a deep shit. I feel so sorry for me. It's just so awful that I am actually in the middle of it, but I've created it somehow. So I need to sort of step out of that consciousness of being that person in this situation and become a person who is going to be in exactly the opposite. So then set the intentions about the things and situation and the life that you want in the future, which is the opposite of this one that you are in right now. Okay, so for example, if you don't have enough, if you don't feel like there is enough going for you, like, then your intention should be like, everything's going for me, right? Everything is possible. Like, or you think that you have some limitations because it's not possible for you, or you're not worthy of this, or you're not allowed this, or you shouldn't have this, or all those limiting beliefs that you hold, which are, they are just little bullshits. Okay, you have to cross them out. Okay, you deserve everything. You can have everything. You're allowed to have everything. You can allow yourself to do everything and just give yourself everything. Everything you want, you just need to sort of like unleash this. Okay? Unleash this, and just remember that you need to believe that this is possible for you. Okay? It is possible, and that's the number one belief. If you think that you don't believe that you are the person who could be a rich person, for example, or could be a healthy person, or could be a slim person, or could be a powerful person, or a successful person, right? Or patient person, or even a person who saves money, or oh hello, or a person who's got the most wonderful cut in the world, which I already am that person. Then that's the intention you want to set for yourself. Okay, it is possible. It is possible for me, right? It is possible for me just to be the most amazing person in the world. It is possible for me to be super fit and have six pack on my and hot abs and hot ass and super slim legs. It is possible for me just to be in full amazing health. It is possible for me to be fit and healthy. It is possible for me to be super rich. It is possible for me to be in a relationship with that person. It is possible for me to be at the best, to be great with my friends or have amazing friends. It is possible for me to have a dream job. It is possible for me to live in my dream house or drive my dream car or whatever. You need to first believe that it's possible for you. So the number one intention, if you don't believe that something is possible for you or you're worthy of that thing, that the beliefs for yourself, the intentions for you is like, it is possible for me to be ... or to have ... to become ... or be have do or to do ... right? Okay, so because we all have dreams and they all can come true, but we need to think that we need to believe that it's possible for us to actually attain them, because if we don't, then that's the sabotaging part, that you're always going to go for something that is going to, even you go for actions that are going to lead you to sort of getting those goals or fulfilling those goals. But in the meantime, you will sabotage yourself along the way, because your limiting belief about you not being able to do it or attain it, or if for you not it is not possible for you to get it, that will stop you, and you will sabotage yourself and trip over yourself. Okay, so you'll be getting the money, but you will just lose it, because you're either going to give it away or spend it in casino, or just invest in the wrong way, or you're gonna want to be eating healthy and just go on a diet and be exercising and everything, but after a while you're just gonna start eating again, because you're not gonna believe it's possible for you to become a healthy person, or a thin person, or slim person, lean, or rich, or whatever. So that's that. Intentions, they are so important. And the intention number one for you today, it is possible for me to have, be, or do ... whatever you want. You first have to start thinking that way. Like, because if you are a naysayer, if you say nay, no, it's not possible, I'm a realist. If you are a realist, if you are a realist, that means that you are only stopping yourself from living your life in its fullest. Okay, that's what I'm going to tell you. If you are a realist, then you're the saddest person in the world, because the best people, the best lives that people led were the people who were dreamers. Okay, and who dreamt really, really big dreams. Okay, so I always come back to those brothers who I don't even know the names. It's a little bit of shame of that, but I always come back in my head to them, because I was reading in one book, or somebody said that, I don't remember, but it just somehow came about. Two of those two brothers, right? They had a dream when it was not possible for anybody to go in the air, like I think even with a balloon, that they're going to invent something that's going to make people, or they're going to help people fly in the air. Okay, and everybody was just like laughing at them. And I don't know how many decades ago that was, but everybody was laughing. They're crazy, they want to fly, you are not birds and everything. So they were laughing at them, they were mocked. And nowadays people don't even think about it. They just walk into the plane, and there is like 2,000 people that can get onto one plane, just because two brothers never gave up on their dreams, right? So it is possible for you to attain anything you really want to do in your life. You just need to intend on it first. Intend your ground to that dream first, and be patient with it, because it will obviously materialize itself, and it will always be there for you once you start. But the foundation that you need for it is that your beliefs, they need to match that belief. The beliefs must match that dream. Okay, because you have a dream and you don't think it's possible, then it's never going to happen for you. Okay, if you have a dream, you need to think it's possible for you to do it. You need to think that it's you are worthy of doing it. You need to think about yourself, that you are the person who is going to do it. Okay, and in order for you to believe this, it might take you a while. Okay, but never give up on intending every day on the same thing, so that you get it in your head, and in your subconscious mind finally will click that it is possible. And this intention, one day you're just not even going to have to sort of remind yourself about it. It'll just be normal for you. Okay, it will just be normal for you, that this is normal for you to know that this is happening for you already. And not only, and you're not going to think about like, this is possible for me, right? You're going to think like, okay, now how can I do it? Okay, what can I do right now for me just to get myself closer to that goal? You're not even going to think about whether it's possible for you to attain that goal or not. You're already going to be so convinced that your goal is going to be attained that you're going to start thinking about the ways to get there. Okay, and that's the beauty of dreaming. Okay, right, I love you. Bye.